If your past feels like a life sentence, these 3 rules from St. Augustine will set you free. Ever look in the mirror and see a stranger, the worst version of you staring back? Like your past isn't a memory, but a chain on your future? What if the key wasn't erasing the past, but understanding it? This is a field guide, not a lecture. A way out you can start using today. We'll unpack the story of a man brilliant at running from himself and distill 3 ancient rules to turn shame into strength. Our guide is Augustine of Hippo. Before the title of saint, he was a man born in 4th century Roman North Africa, a world in transition, an empire fraying. Augustine was brilliant, a mind that could cut through any argument, a gift for words that could captivate any room. But his heart was a battlefield. He was caught in a brutal tug-of-war between a deep, restless craving for truth and his powerful addictions to worldly success, sensual pleasure, and the approval of others. The stakes weren't just his career. His soul was on the line, a deep, gnawing emptiness, a sense that no matter how much he achieved, the goalposts just kept moving. His struggle was a quiet war that threatened to consume him. The first cracks appeared when he was a teenager. He and his friends stole pears from a neighbor's tree. He obsessed over this moment in his later writings. Why? Because they weren't hungry. He saw something darker. He loved the wrong for its own sake. This sent him on a frantic, decade-long search for answers. He dove into a popular religious movement with a dualistic worldview called Manichaeism. But after 9 years, it left him emptier than before. He moved to Milan, a rising star, but his inner turmoil only grew. He was intellectually convinced by Christianity, yet paralyzed by his long-term relationship with a woman who was not his wife, and an ambition that kept moving the goalposts. He famously prayed, "God, grant me chastity, but not yet." It was the cry of a man who knew the cure but couldn't bring himself to take it. Augustine hit rock bottom in a garden in Milan, weeping, completely broken, and then, according to his own account, something shifted. He heard what sounded like a child's voice from a nearby house, chanting, "Tolle, lege, tolle, lege, take up and read." Compelled, he went back to where he'd left a copy of the letters of St. Paul. He picked it up and opened it to a random page. It landed on Romans 13:13 to 14. Words that slipped past his arguments and went straight to the heart. In that moment, he wrote, a light of certainty flooded his heart, and all the darkness of doubt melted away. It wasn't a lightning bolt. It was a whisper in a garden that he was finally ready to accept. A powerful restlessness fueled Augustine's entire journey. The first rule is to acknowledge your restlessness. He realized the frantic chase for success and pleasure was a symptom of a deeper hunger. He wrote, "Our hearts are restless until they rest in you." This means seeing our own restlessness, our anxiety, our endless scrolling, not as a flaw, but as a signal. It's a compass pointing towards what truly matters. Try this today. Sit with the feeling for 5 minutes. Ask once, "What are you trying to tell me?" Then stop. Just notice. Name it. Don't narrate it. The second rule is to confront your true motives. Augustine didn't just regret stealing the pears, he dissected the why. This is the difference between guilt and growth. Guilt says, "I did a bad thing. growth asks, what broken part of me led to that? This isn't about shame. It's about understanding so you can heal the root. Try this today. 1 line, the act. 4 lines, the motive. Finally, the most liberating rule: surrender your willpower. For years, Augustine believed he could think his way to being better. He tried to willpower his way out of addiction, and he failed every time. His breakthrough wasn't an act of strength. It was an act of total surrender. The moment he admitted, I can't do this alone. This means having the humility to ask for help from God, a therapist, a support group. It's the bravest move you'll make. Try this today. Toll, Leger Challenge, 10 minutes this week. 1 source, 1 page, 1 posture, listen. Now you might be thinking, I'm not religious, or surrender sounds passive. Fair. But this surrender wasn't passive. It was an active choice to trust a power greater than his own ego. For you, that might be the wisdom of a community or a recovery program. And importantly, surrender never means staying in harm's way. Step back, get help, set a boundary. If you're in a violent or coercive situation, safety comes first. Distance is not a lack of faith, it's wisdom. Augustine's story shows a powerful path. The pain of his past wasn't erased, it was transformed. His wounds became his wisdom. Remember the path. First, acknowledge the restlessness. Next, confront your true motives. Finally, dare to surrender control. Your past does not have to be a life sentence. It can be the foundation upon which you build a life of meaning. Tonight, try the Pear Tree Journal. Tomorrow morning, before you pick up your phone, sit for 60 seconds and listen. That is the beginning. If this story resonated with you, share it with one person who might feel their past is too much to overcome. Let's not let anyone feel trapped. And if this helped you, hit subscribe and comment with one word that names your restlessness today. One word only. No stories, just the word. It helps others be brave. Seeing your words helps us all know we're not alone. Thank you for walking this path with us.